Right now, there is a trillion-dollar industry designing algorithms specifically to steal your life, and you are helping them do it. You believe you are relaxing. You believe you are unwinding after a long day. But this is the great deception of the modern age. You are not relaxing. You are being harvested. Your attention is the most valuable currency in the world, and the algorithm is the most efficient thief ever created. It does not want your money. It wants your presence. It wants your focus. It wants your very soul. This is a form of modern slavery, a digital bondage where the chains are invisible and the prison is a 5-inch screen in your pocket. Today, I will give you 5 protocols of liberation, strategies that not even the most sophisticated algorithms can penetrate. We are using Stoic wisdom to turn you from a digital slave back into a sovereign man. The digital firewall, instant focus recovery. Before we reclaim your mind, we must stop the hemorrhage of your attention. I call this the digital firewall. The moment you feel that compulsive urge to check your phone, the moment your hand reaches for the screen without a conscious thought, I want you to pause for 3 seconds. Ask yourself one singular declarative question. Is this digital impulse under my absolute control, or am I reacting like a programmed machine? If you are reacting without thought, then logically, you are not the master of your house. You are a guest in a mind owned by a corporation. You are expending your cognitive energy on a loop designed to keep you empty. Stop. Realize that the addiction arises not because the content is irresistible, but because you have forgotten how to be alone with your own thoughts. Ask yourself, are you actually a free man, or are you just a well-fed prisoner of the algorithm? Forget the digital noise for a moment. Focus only on the physical reality of your current breath. That is the first crack in the digital chain. The architecture of sovereignty. Stoicism is not about retreating from the world. It is about maintaining your autonomy while living within it. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world during his time, spent his nights writing to himself. Not because he was peaceful, but because he was desperate to find a way to stay sane amidst the betrayal and plague of the Roman Empire. He understood that the only true freedom is the freedom from being controlled by external things. The third way is not to smash your devices in a fit of rage, nor to surrender to their pull. You must transcend them. Transform your phone from a master that demands your attention into a tool that serves your purpose. To achieve this sovereignty, we will execute 5 protocols of liberation. 1. Breaking the dopamine loop. 2. The wealth of focus. 3. The silence of the archer. 4. The absolute now. And 5. The mortal clock. The reclamation begins now. Protocol 1. Breaking the dopamine loop, neutralizing the reward. The algorithm does not care about your growth. It cares about your retention. It uses a variable reward system to keep you scrolling. A digital slot machine that triggers a hit of dopamine every few seconds. Consider a man who spent a decade building a career, only to realize he had spent 4 hours a day, every single day, in a dopamine loop. He didn't notice the time passing. He only noticed that his ability to read a book or hold a deep conversation had completely vanished. He had become a ghost in his own life. The Stoic response is premeditatio malorum, negative visualization. Visualize your life 10 years from now if you do not break this loop. Imagine the erosion of your intellect. Imagine the decay of your ambition. Imagine looking back and realizing you traded your potential for a stream of meaningless content. Feel the horror of that wasted existence. Let it disgust you. When you realize that the entertainment is actually a slow-acting poison, the scrolling stops being pleasant. It becomes repulsive. Takeaway: you only escape the prison when you realize that the walls are made of dopamine. Sharp quote from Seneca: "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Protocol 2: the wealth of focus, reclaiming attention. Most people believe that time is their most valuable asset. They are wrong. Attention is. Time is a constant, but attention is a choice. Imagine two men. One has $1 million but cannot focus on a single task for more than 2 minutes. The other has nothing but possesses an unbreakable focus. Who is truly wealthy? The man who can control his attention is the only man who is truly free. In the attention economy, your focus is the product being sold. Every free app is paid for with your cognitive energy. Apply the principle of a more fatty to your digital struggle. Do not complain that the apps are addictive. Love the fact that they are. Why? Because the addiction is the weight you must lift to grow your mental muscle. Every time you feel the urge to check your phone and you choose not to, you are performing a spiritual exercise. You are reclaiming a piece of your soul. Takeaway: your attention is your life. Stop giving it away for free. Are you the architect of your attention, or are you just a tenant in a mind owned by a corporation? If this realization is hitting home, if you can feel the chains of the algorithm tightening around your focus, then subscribe to this channel. We are not just discussing philosophy, we are building a community of sovereign men in a world of digital slaves. Do not walk this path alone. Protocol 3: the silence of the archer, winning the notification war. A notification is not a request for your attention, it is an attack on your attention. Consider a high-level executive or a creative artist. They are in a state of deep work, a flow state where the most valuable work of their life happens. Then, a single buzz in their pocket. A meaningless email, a social media tag. In 1 second, the flow is shattered. It takes an average of 23 minutes to return to the original level of focus. The algorithm has just stolen 23 minutes of a man's peak potential. This is where we apply the dichotomy of control. You cannot control that the app sends a notification, but you can control the access it has to your consciousness. The archer does not let the wind dictate his aim. He controls the bow. Turn off every non-human notification. Disable the red badges. Move your distracting apps to the last page of a folder. Create a physical and digital barrier between you and the noise. Takeaway: if you do not define your boundaries, the algorithm will define them for you. The most powerful man in the room is often the one who is not looking at his phone. Protocol 4: the absolute now, the art of presence. Digital addiction creates a state of divided presence. You are physically in one place, but mentally you are in a dozen different digital dimensions. Imagine a father sitting at dinner with his daughter. He is listening to her, but his hand is hovering over his phone. He is half present. He is missing the subtle shift in her tone, the look in her eyes, the genuine moment of connection. He is physically there, but he is a digital slave. The Stoics practiced the view from above. Zoom out. See the dinner table. See the room. See the city. See the vastness of time. In the grand scale of your existence, does a like from a stranger matter more than the presence of your child? Does a trending topic matter more than the breath in your lungs right now? Bring your consciousness back from the cloud and anchor it in the physical world. Feel the texture of the table. Smell the air. Look into the eyes of the person in front of you. Takeaway: presence is the only place where life actually happens. We have reclaimed the hour. We have guarded the focus. But there is one final protocol, the one that turns a habit into a conviction. Protocol 5, the mortal clock, Memento Mori for the digital age. Memento Mori, remember that you will die. The digital world is designed to make you forget that you are mortal. It offers an endless stream of novelty to distract you from the ticking of the clock. Imagine a man on his deathbed. Does he look back and think, "I'm so glad I spent 3 hours a day scrolling through short-form videos"? Does he cherish the memory of the arguments he had with strangers in a comment section? No. He regrets the moments he was absent from his own life. He regrets the books he didn't read, the risks he didn't take, and the silence he was too afraid to endure. The awareness of death is the ultimate filter. It reveals the digital world for what it is, a distraction from the urgency of being alive. When you realize your time is finite, the algorithm loses its grip. You no longer scroll because you are bored. You stop scrolling because you are too busy living. Takeaway: the clock is ticking. Do not let a machine spend your time for you. The sand is falling. Will you spend your last grains of time as a spectator or as a participant? Becoming the sovereign man. You no longer need to be a passenger in your own mind. You have built a mindset of sovereignty. You have the sacred hour for grounding, the alchemist's view of attention, the archer's boundaries, the satellite lens for presence, and the mortal clock for clarity. This is not about digital detoxing for a weekend. This is about a permanent shift in identity. You are no longer the man who reacts to every buzz in his pocket. You are the man who decides when to engage and when to disappear. The world will tell you that you are missing out, but the Stoic knows that the only thing worth missing out on is the noise of the crowd. Sovereignty is the ability to be alone with your thoughts without needing a screen to numb the silence. If this video shifted your perspective, subscribe, for this is only the first step in a far deeper journey into Stoicism for men. And before you go, let us practice an act of sovereignty. Write in the comments which application you will delete or limit starting today. I will be replying to as many of you as I can, and we will hold each other accountable. Declare your independence from the machine. Stay stoic, and I will see you in the next video.